This indictment yesterday, look, you're Attorney General of Kansas. You're a lawyer. You're a law professor at Liberty University. What is that? I mean, I read that. I'm not a lawyer. I read this thing, 45 pages. What exactly are they charging him with?
Well, they're charging him because he had a different legal opinion. And he listened to various lawyers about different interpretations of the statute. And they're charging him, of course, to defeat him in the 2024 election. This is outrageous. And for people to stand on the sidelines and look to their own political interest and try to distance themselves from these types of issues, the weaponization of government, and to promote personality conflict, is also outrageous. This is very, very clear. The Biden administration and his movement view the American people as the enemy of America. And they are using all of their power to try to target individuals who have different thoughts and agreements. Now, this investigation has been going on for years, and you have to include what the January 6th committee did, which was one of the most invasive demands for information from political opposition. Well, it was the most invasive demands for information from the political opposition in United States history. And in all of this effort, they've not alleged, nor do they have any facts, that President Trump wanted violence, that he was a part of an insurrection, or anything along those lines. What they do have are internal differences of opinion. Now, let's go back to 2016 when Christine Pelosi, Nancy Pelosi's daughter, was put at the head of something called the Hamilton Electors that was funded by the left, that pushed the false, now provenly false, Russian collusion narrative that was generated from a dossier paid for by the Clinton campaign that was also given some form of credence by FBI officials who ignored and lied about its contents and ignored its source. And the Christine Pelosi movement called for the electors to violate the law and vote against their pledges and delay the electoral count. And riots erupted in U.S. cities in which law enforcement was injured and numerous people suffered property damage and injuries. I mean, those riots went on for weeks. Now, do you think that there were internal debates within the Clinton campaign and the Democratic Party about what they should say in public and whether they, by speaking about, we have to fight, we have to push, Trump is colluded with Russia, are promoting the violence or lawlessness? I bet there was. And then to cherry pick those statements and come up with crimes and charge the Clintons and charge those who promoted it, that is a destruction of the Constitution and free speech. But this administration knows no bounds. They twist law, and Jack Smith is the person to hire for that. He's a person who show me the man, I'll find the crime. And unfortunately, America has more laws than we can count. And if you had this invasive government scrutinizing every word you said, you bet they could stretch an indictment out of it, particularly in Washington, D.C. This is the country that we are creating by allowing this, and we cannot allow it. And I'll tell you what, those Republicans sitting on the sideline and thinking I might get a few more numbers in the polls if I don't engage this battle are part of the problem.